Good afternoon, everyone. Arithmetic, right? The topic, module with the highest weightage in CAT quantitative aptitude section. You are getting 22 questions for 40 minutes, and out of those 22 questions, on an average, 7 to 8 questions, even 9 questions are from arithmetic, right? These numbers could be up and down by 1 or 2 questions, but lump sum for last 5 to 6 years, these are the numbers in terms of CAT quantitative aptitude. So you can understand the weightage of arithmetic, which is you can say at least 30% to 35% in terms of the weightage. So this becomes the most important topic of your quantitative aptitude syllabus. All right. Now, uses of this topic is also vital in data interpretation, right? Because the topics we learn in arithmetic is percentages, profit loss discount, then simple interest and compound interest, ratio proportion variation, and averages, mixtures and alligation, time, speed, distance, time and work. All of these topics are in arithmetic module, and all the data interpretation questions are based on percentages, right? And then we have profit and loss. So profit and loss are also used in the same way like percentages in data interpretation. There has been a 4 question set from time and work alone. Okay, basic concepts of time and work, the alternate days concept. There was a set few years back on data interpretation and logical reasoning section when there were 8 sets in 1 hour, 32 questions. Then time and work was asked in whole set, in one whole set, and if you understand the concepts clearly, then you are able to solve that set, otherwise you are not. देन एवरेज मिक्सचर एलिगेशन तो है ही, वो तो बहुत ही पॉपुलर टॉपिक है जो DILR सेक्शन में पूछा जाता है, कहीं ना कहीं यूजेस उसके आते ही हैं, और कभी कभी तो पूरा का पूरा सेट कंप्लीटली बेस्ड होता है एवरेज मिक्सचर एलिगेशन पे. So what you need to understand is the weightage of arithmetic is beyond numbers. Okay, it's not only about quantitative aptitude, it's also about LRDI section. So you should not miss this. And in today's practice, we are going to discuss questions from arithmetic. All right. We already have 20 students who have joined us. Sweta, hi Sweta. All right, guys. So if you have any question before we start, if you have any doubts regarding your preparation in quantitative aptitude, then you can ask me. Otherwise, we are going to our first question. All right. And one more thing, if you are thinking of CAT 2025 and you have not started preparing in full flow, and if you have some questions in your mind, if you have some queries in your mind that what it takes to get 99 plus percentile, okay, and what kind of colleges you will get, or is your profile good enough to get tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 colleges, right? Then for all of these kind of inquiries, you can call us on a number which is given here. Okay, the number is 8130900243. Okay, so you can call us at this number, all right, and you can ask all your doubts. This is the first question that we are going to discuss today. So try this one. Send me your answers quickly. Sweta is asking, Sai, my profile is 989 engineering, OBC, work X 15 months. How much should I get for IM ABC? For IM ABC, Sweta, I guess you must get at least 98 percentile with this profile. Okay, and yes, I'm considering the female part as well. So 98 plus percentile, you should work on 98 plus percentile. If you are targeting only those 3 colleges, Okay, if anyone else has any question, okay, regarding preparation, then you can let me know. I will try to resolve it. If you are struggling in a particular topic, hi sir, my degree is 75%. Which college I get? Jakula. ये this is very less information, right? बहुत ही कम information है and इस पे कुछ भी नहीं कहा जा सकता. So this is a very straightforward question, right? And we are already getting many answers. It says in an examination, 2,500 boys and 1,500 girls appeared. 60% of the boys, 60% of the boys means 1,500 boys passed, 30% of the girls passed. 30% means 450 passed. So how many candidates failed? What we can say, failed students is total students, which is 2,500 boys, 1,500 girls, minus boys who passed 1,500, girls who passed 450. This is equal to 4,000 minus this is 1,950, which gives us 2,050, right? We need to find required percentage. This is equal to 2,050 divided by 4,000 into 100. We can cancel this out like this. And now if you convert it, 200 by 4 is 50, 5 by 4 is 1.25. So this will be 51.25%. And that will be our answer. है ना? It's straightforward, right? Fora Patel is asking, hello sir, can I get admission in the IIM Ahmedabad if I start my CAT preparation now? Fora Patel, that is a very specific college, right? IIM Ahmedabad. So for that, lots of information are required, like what are you doing right now, what's your profile, how many years of experience you have, what's your grade marks in 10th, 12th, and graduation, right? So lots of information. So I cannot answer this question. Direct 40% of B plus 70% of G से तो Dhruv, how do you find that? 40% of B, 70% of G. You can find the total who failed. Yes, you can do that. It's the same thing, है ना? We can surely do that. ठीक है ना? एक और तरीका यूज कर सकते हैं, देखो वेटेड एवरेज यूज कर सकते हैं. As we are talking about different methods, boys are 2,500, girls are 1,500. The ratio is 5:3. Boys who failed are 40%. Girls who failed are 70%. 40 into 5 plus 70 into 3 divided by 5 plus 3. This will give you 200, 210, 410 divided by 8, which will also give you 51.25%. You can use the weighted average, right? देखो किसने ये मेथड सोचा था, बताओ, that we can use weighted average here as well. है ना? As per the given information, है ना? अगर नहीं दिया हुआ है, numbers नहीं दिए हुए हैं, just ratio दिया हुआ है, still we will be able to find it using this. Ayushman was able to find it. Think very good. Okay, let's go to the next question quickly. We have some easy questions and we have some really good questions. So let's quickly move to the next questions. 400. Yes, 400 is absolutely correct answer. Ram scored 48% marks in a test and failed by 16 marks. So let passing marks, let passing marks is equal to P and total marks is equal to T. It says 48% marks in a test and failed by 16 marks. What we can say? That 48% of T is equal to P minus 16. This is our equation 1. Had he scored 51% on the same test, he would have passed by 8 marks. So 51% of T is equal to P plus 8. This is our second equation. Find the pass marks in that test. Find the pass marks in that test. So देखो यहाँ पे डायरेक्ट T को भी एलिमिनेट कर सकते हैं ना. Without finding the T, we can answer the question. If you divide first by second, what do you get? 48 upon 51 is equal to P minus 16 divided by P plus 8. This is 16 and this is 17. 16P plus 128 is equal to 17P minus 17 into 6 is 102, carry 10, so 27. From there we get P is equal to 400. Without finding the T, we can find P here, right? Yes, एक लाइन ये वही है. देखो एक लाइन उसमें फिर हमें टोटल निकालना पड़ेगा, राइट? देखो उसमें टोटल निकालना पड़ेगा, बट method is same, that this is our passing marks, this is 48%, this is 51%, and the difference, the gap here is 16, the gap here is 8. So 3%, the gap is 3%. What we can say? 3% is equivalent to 16 plus 8, 24. Now we want passing marks, so let's find 48%. 48% is equivalent to 24 into 16. What will be the passing marks? So this value कितना हो जाएगा ये? 16 into 24, 16 into 4, 64, carry 6, 384 plus 16, which is equal to 400. Again, you don't need to calculate the total, right, Ayushman? Hello, Sivatmika. Are you solving these questions? So, all of you got this correct. Siddhant, Swetha, Tejeshwar, Dhruv, Alisha, Ayushman, Dhruv, Devodatta. बहुत अच्छे. 100% इज इक्वल टू 800. देखो वही मैंने कहा कि 100% निकालने की ज़रूरत ही नहीं है. अगर हमें पता है P इज़ 16 मोर देन 48%, तो 48% निकाल देंगे, राइट? 100% निकालो फिर 48% निकालो, उससे अच्छा सीधा 48% निकाल दो. ओके, लेट्स ट्राई द नेक्स्ट वन. Okay, the answer we are getting is 12. All right, let's check it. A combo pack having a bulb and a tube light cost 52 rupees. A bulb and a tube light cost 52 rupees. Let's make it equation 1. If the cost of the tube light drops by 20%, if you drop a value by 20%, what do you get? This will become t minus t by 5 or 4t by 5, which you can also write 0.8t. So if the cost of the tube light drops by 20% and the cost of the bulb escalates by 50%, escalates means increase by 50%, b plus 50% of b will be b plus b by 2, which is equal to 3 by 2b or 1.5b. So in that case we can write 1.5b plus 0.8t is equal to 50. What do we want? We want to find the original cost of a bulb. We want b, so we should try to eliminate t, right? So equation 2 minus equation 1 into 0.8, trying to make the same coefficient of t in both the equations. So it will be 0.7 times b, this is equal to, this will be 0.8 times, what will be 0.8 times 416, 41.6. If you subtract 41.6, it will become 8.4. This is cancelled out, 7 times 12 or b is equal to 12. That's our answer, है ना? Dhruv, Tejeshwar, Swetha, Leo, Ayushman, Devodatta, all of you got this correct. Very good. चलो अब कुछ मज़ेदार क्वेश्चन करते हैं, कुछ इंटरेस्टिंग क्वेश्चन. ठीक है, all of you, I hope all of you are done with equations with 3 variable. Do with fraction values, these values. Acha, fraction values. Okay, so it does not matter much if you take with fraction values. This will become 3 by 2 times b plus this will be 4 by 5 times t is equal to 50, right? So what do we need to do? We need to eliminate t, we need to find b. So once again what I will do, that equation 2 into 5 by 4 कर दो minus equation 1 कर दो, equation 2 into 5 by 4. So this will become 15 by 4 b, this will become t, this will become 250 upon 4. This will be b plus t is equal to 52. Subtract this, this will be 11 b by 4 is equal to 50, है ना? एक मिनट, 5 by 4 से मल्टीप्लाई कर रहे हैं ना, 15 by 8. अच्छा ये 15 by 8 होगा. This will be 15 upon 8. So subtract, we are subtracting. So 7 upon 8 times b will be equal to, subtract this, 208. What are we left with? 42. This is 6 times. Acha, 42 by 4. So this is 2 times, or we are getting b is equal to 12. So it does not matter much, okay? All right. Using the fraction method also, we need to eliminate t. So we are multiplying that by 5 by 4 to make it 1. ठीक है? Shiva, Uh, I hope that is clear now. Okay. Chalo, let's try one really good question. If you have solved questions from equations with 3 variables, then you must try this. Okay, already we are getting some answers. 259. चलो देखते हैं कैसे सॉल्व करना है इसे एंड व्हाट्स द आंसर. If 2 pens, 7 pencils and 9 erasers cost rupees 161 and 3 pens, 6 pencils and 8 erasers cost 152, what is the cost of 11 pens, 7 pencils and 11 erasers? So how do we solve this? Let's say cost of each pencil is x, each not pencil, cost of each pen is x, each pencil is y and each eraser is z, then the equation will be 2p plus 7y 2x plus 7y plus 9z will be equal to 161. 3 pen, so 3x plus 6y plus 8z will be equal to 152. Now using that we need to find 11x plus 7y plus 11z is equal to what? So usually in these kind of situations most of us think that the answer is cannot be determined. Why? Because we have 3 variables and only 2 equations, but that is not true. Whenever you are getting questions like this during mocks or during exams where you have 2 equations with 3 variables and not all the variables are asked, like what is the value of x and y and z. If then only answer will be cannot be determined. Otherwise, if some expression has been asked like this one, or a particular variable has been asked, so it's possible, a chance is high that you will be able to find the answer. Now, in this kind of situation, what do we do? That see, let's multiply this equation by m and multiply this equation by n. What are we getting? Can I say it will be 2m plus 3n x plus 7m plus 6n y plus 9m plus 8n z will be equal to 161m minus 152n, right? Using these two, we need to find the third equation. And what is that third equation? That third equation is 11x plus 7y plus 11z is equal to what? This is what we need to find. Can I say this value will be same as this one? So, what do we need to do? We need to compare the coefficient of x. We can say 2m plus 3n will be equal to 11, our third equation. Then comparing this, we can say 7m plus 6n is equal to 7. This is our fourth equation. Now, let's try to eliminate one of them. Let's try to eliminate n. What we can do? Equation 4 minus equation 3 into 2. What will happen? 3m. We are left with 3m and n will be cancelled out. This will be equal to equation 4 minus this. This will be equal to minus 15. 7 minus 22, or m is equal to minus 5. And if m is equal to minus 5, what will be the value of n? If I am putting m is equal to minus 5, I am getting n is equal to 7, right? Is that correct? This will become minus 10, right side 21, n is 7. So, now you can find the value, right? The cost, required cost is equal to, sorry, this will be plus, we are adding, right? So, it will be 161 into minus 5 plus 152 into 7. This is what we are looking for. This will be equal to minus 805 plus 1064, which will be equal to 259, and that's your answer. This is how you solve these type of questions. Okay. Whenever two equation has been given, you need to find the third one. You multiply the first one by m, multiply the second one by n, and then compare the coefficient, okay? And in that case, you solve it. Whatever value you are getting for m and n, put this, you will get the answer. All right. So, this was a tricky question, and still Dhruv got this, Leo got this, Hindi, Ayushman, Siddhant, Alisha, all of you got this. Very good, very good. Solving these type of questions says that you guys are in right direction. Just keep practicing, I know. Are you guys aware of more pattern in these type of question? More pattern in these type of question. Nawab, especially in this kind of question where there is no pattern in the coefficients of x, y, z, there is no other method. But if there is some pattern, then there are methods that you can use. Okay, like let's say if there is a question, something like let's say x plus, or let's take some other variable, let's say p plus 4q plus 7r is equal to something like 40, okay, and you have, let's say, 13p plus 9q plus 5r is equal to 80. Then what is the value of p plus q plus r? Then you can solve these type of questions quickly, है ना? You can solve these type of questions quickly. How does that happen? See, in this case, the coefficient is 1 here. They are in AP plus 3, है ना? And in this case, coefficient are in AP as well, decreasing AP. So it will be minus 4. This is also minus 4. So multiply this by 4, multiply this by 3. What are you getting? 4 into P, 4P plus 3 into 13, 39P is equal to 43P. Then 4 into 4, 16Q plus 3 into 9, 27Q. You get 43Q. 4 into 7R, 28R plus 3 into 5R, 15R. You are getting 43Q. है ना? 43R. You can add this. You can find the value of P plus Q plus R. So this is one of the method. है ना? This is one of the type of questions that you get in the 3 variables and 2 equations. All right. This is what I was saying when we started solving this question, that there are some special cases where you will find that you have only 2 equations and 3 variables, and still you need to find some value of a particular expression or a particular variable. Not all 3. We cannot find the value of P or Q or R here. We cannot find the value of X, Y or Z here. But what can we find? We can find what is P plus Q plus R, or what is 11 what is 11x plus 7y plus 11z. All right. I hope that is clear. But this method is, you can say, mother of all the methods. If you know this method, that how to use this method properly, then even if you forget about the pattern, how to use that, how to recognize the pattern, how to find, still you will be able to solve it. Okay. All right, let's quickly jump to the next question. This one. Tejeshwar, option A is not correct. एंड ये क्वेश्चन इतनी जल्दी में तो नहीं सॉल्व किया जा सकता, है ना? $3,900 is also not correct. Sweta is also getting 3900. That means you guys are either not understanding the question or doing the same mistake. $3900 ही आ रहा है. चलो देखते हैं, तुरंत देखते हैं. कुछ लोग ट्राई कर रहे हैं, मैं बस उनको ट्राई करने दे रहा हूँ. सबके 3900 ही आ रहे हैं. चलो देखते हैं. 3 friends, Aman, Suman and Ankit contribute a sum of 1,12,000, 2,24,000 and 4,48,000 respectively towards a venture and agree to share the profits in such a way that the rate of return which each receives is in the same ratio of the amount of his contribution. In the same rate of return. What is rate of return? Can anyone tell me? Rate of return. What is rate of return? What are you taking rate of return? This will answer that you are solving this question correctly or not. Share they might get. Shiva, no, that is not correct. Rate of return is profit divided by investment. This is rate of return. All right, this is rate of return. Now, Aman, Suman and Ankit, what are their investment? Right, their investment. Their investments are, you can see they are ratio. If I take x, this will be 2x and this will be 4x, right? Just to avoid calculation, I am taking this x, 2x and 4x. Is that clear to everyone? Say yes if that is clear to everyone. If this is clear to everyone, okay? That investment values has been given, but I am just taking it x, 2x, 4x just to avoid calculation. Now, let's say profit. Profit is A, B, C. Then return, rate of return will be equal to A upon x, B upon 2x, C upon 4x. अब समझ में आई बात है ना? Right? All right. And now according to question it says a upon x is to b upon 2x is to c upon 4x is equal to, they are in the same ratio as their investments are in the ratio of 1 is to 2 is to 4, or I am writing it as x is to 2x is to 4x कह सकते हैं ऐसा, बताओ, है ना. Derek for VRC every day 9:30 p.m. our champion faculty Savannah ma'am takes classes on this same channel. Okay, so be there every day. I'm sure you will get lots of things to learn, and any doubts regarding VRC you can ask her. Okay. So in that case, can anyone tell me what will be the value of a is to b is to c? बताओ, मैं सॉल्व करके बताऊं उससे पहले बताओ what will be the value of a is to b is to c? कोई बता सकता है? Derek, looks like in so many comments, your comments may be not visible sometimes, so you can keep asking the same question after every 5 minutes, and I'm sure she will be able to see your comments. Okay, and then she will reply. All right. कुछ झगड़ा तो नहीं कर रखा है मैम से, ऐसा कुछ कहीं पे है ना. 1 is to 4 is to 16, that is correct. 1 is to 4 is to 16. We can multiply the ratio by same value and it does not change. We can say that we can multiply left hand side by 4x. This will become 4a is to 2b is to c. Okay, and right hand side we can multiply, we can divide by 4. 1 is to 2 is to 4. From there we can say a will be equal to 1 by 4, b will be equal to 1, c will be equal to 4 by 1. Or again, if you want to find a is to b is to c, so 1 by 4 is to, और इसको डायरेक्टली लिख देता हूं मैं यहाँ पे, क्या हो जाएगा? So a is to b is to c, this will become 1 by 4, this will become 1, this will become 4 by 1. Or we can simplify this, a is to b is to c is equal to 1 is to 4 is to 16. Now tell me what's the answer. Anna, now tell me what's the answer. The profit is shared in the ratio of 1 is to 4 is to 16. So what's the share of Suman? Suman got B. B means 4 out of 1 plus 4 plus 16. What are you getting? है ना? So Suman's. अब आ रहा है ध्रुव, सही आंसर बताओ. It will be 4 upon 1 plus 4 plus 16 into 13,650, which is equal to 4 upon 21. 21 into 6 and then 5, 650 into 4, which is equal to 2600. So our answer is option C. ठीक है. So ये था जिसे बोलते हैं टीढ़ा क्वेश्चन, है ना, ट्विस्टेड क्वेश्चन, राइट. What others might done that they got? I guess they found, they took A is to B is to C as 1 is to 2 is to 3, 2 is to 4, then 2 by 7 into 13,650. This is 1 times 6, 6, 9 times 5, 0. Yes, this is what they did. This is what they did. है ना? Okay, Shiva, is that clear? Which is, of course, wrong. Suman ke rate of return. Whenever we are talking about rate, there is always some ratio, right? Rate of return, return on investment, same thing. Okay, all right. चलो next question try करते हैं. This is the best question that we are going to discuss today. Best one. If you are able to solve this, that means not this one. Not this one. I have a better one. Okay, I confused this question by that question, but this one is also good. This one is also good. So try this one. Hindi, your answer was, I never got 2600. The answers were always 3900. Okay, your one message is retracted. पता नहीं 20 मे बी उस समय मैं सॉल्व कर रहा हूँ. 2600 तो सही है. So what's your answer? 240. Okay, let's check this. Akhil would take 8 hours to build a chimney alone. So Akhil 8 hours. Samir would take 10 hours to build it alone. Akhil started the work alone. After 2 hours, Samir joined him. When they work together, they talk a lot, and their combined output is decreased by 18 bricks per hour. As a result, the chimney was built in total 7 hours. How many bricks are in the chimney? How many bricks are in the chimney? So, how do we solve this? How do we solve this? देखो, can I take the LCM of these two, which is 40, and instead of taking 40, I am taking total 40x as total work. 40x as total work. So Akhil will work 5x and Samir will work 4x bricks per hour, right? Now, according to question, Akhil started the work alone after 2 hours. So, for 2 hours, Akhil worked alone and the work was completed in total 7 hours. So 7 hours में से 2 hour यहाँ तो गए, rest 5 hours into together 5x plus 4x minus 18. This should be equal to 40, right? From there we are getting 10x plus this will be 9x 45x minus 90 is equal to 40. 40x, this will be 40x total work, right? So 55x, 15x is equal to 90 or x is equal to 6. If x is equal to 6, what we can say? Total work, total bricks, 40 into 6, which is equal to 240, है ना? Which is option D. None of these. ठीक है. So Tejaswar got this correct, Hindi got this correct, and Dhruv got this correct, Siddhant got this correct. Good. Now all the questions that we are going to now onwards are really challenging questions. Okay, this is just the beginning. This one or the question before that, this one also. So 1, 2, 3. These are the questions that you should be solving on daily basis. Okay. This is my first class and I am really enjoying it. Very good Hindi. I hope you will be attending all the classes now onwards, right? We are going to have sessions every day, either 3 p.m. or 5 p.m. Or maybe both the time of Quant and LRDI. All right. This is the question that I was talking about. This is kind of a tiebreaker question, you can say. Very interesting question. Easy if you get the language. Yes, that is absolutely correct. 6.4. 6.4 days or 32 by 5. Yes, that is the correct answer, guys. A, B, and C can do a work in 12, 18, and 24 days respectively. All started together, but C leaves the work when he was sure that job will be done without him in the next 2 days. Then B left the work when he was sure that the job will be done without him in the next 1 day. Find the total number of days taken to finish the work. So once again, we are going to use the LCM method. A, B, C. A takes 18 days. A takes 12 days. B takes 18 days and C takes 24 days. Now total work we can take as LCM of these three or any common multiple of these three. So work per day we are getting here is 72 by 12, 6 units per day for A, 4 units per day for B, and 3 units per day for C. Now it says that C left at a point of time, C left 2 days work left, 2 days, 2 days of A and B, right? 2 days of A and B कह सकते हैं 2 days. So A and B 2 days work means 6 plus 4 into 2 which is equal to 20 units. C left when 20 units work was left. So what we can say total time. So for how much time C worked? Total work is 72. When exactly 20 units work was left, C left. And what's the time? So time total work done by A plus B plus C. This will be the time plus. Now think about B. B left 1 day work of A is left. 1 day work of A is left. A does 6 units per day. So 20 units work were left when C left, and B left when 6 units work was left. Means B and A worked for 14 units together. So 20 minus 6 upon 6 plus 4. A and B together. Now 6 unit is left, only A is working. This will be equal to 4. This will be equal to 1.4. This will be equal to 1. So it's 6.4. In fraction, this is 32 upon 5, which is our answer. Option A. ठीक है. So काफ़ी कम लोगों के इसमें आंसर सही आए, बट आए हैं कुछ लोग जिनकी प्रिपरेशन काफ़ी अच्छी चल रही है. आयुष्मान, ध्रुव, हिंदी, all Tejeshwar, all of these got this correct. Very good. Okay, let me know if you have any doubts here. है क्या कोई doubt? There is a similar question where it says C left when 2 days work is left. B left when 1 day work is left. है ना? And in that situation सी वाला ऑप्शन कंफ्यूज करने के लिए दिया था. यस, करेक्ट. चलो ठीक है. नेक्स्ट इट सेज दिस क्वेश्चन बेस्ड ऑन एवरेज, है ना. Hindi, no, these questions are not from CAT PYQs. These are freshly generated content at iQuanta, content that we create for IMABC batch. We create for our mocks, our sectionals. Every year we generate more than 5,000 questions, new type of questions. And that's why every year, from every slot in CAT exam, so many questions are direct from iQuanta content, either from books or our batches, the questions taught in our batches or application classes, IMABC batch, everywhere. So these are not CAT PYQs. CAT PYQs के भी सेशन होते हैं, जल्दी होंगे वो भी. ओके ऑल right, we already got lots of answers. So let's discuss this. The average of 8 numbers is 75. The smallest number, let's say the smallest number is A1, है ना? And the largest number is A8. ठीक है? Can I say that A1 plus A2 plus A3 till A8 will be equal to 75 into 8, that will be equal to 600, right? This is our first equation. Then the average of the remaining number, if the smallest number is deleted, means if A1 is deleted, meaning A2 plus A3 till A8, the total is 7A, right? This is our second equation. and if the largest number is deleted, the average is p. मतलब a1 plus a2 till a7 is equal to 7 times b. This is equation 3. Now add these two. If you add these two, what do you get? We get a1 plus 2 times a2 plus a3 till a7 plus a8 is equal to 7 times a plus b. A plus b is given 88. So this will be equal to 88 into 7. 19 into 7, 630 minus 16 minus 14. So this will be 616, right? This is our fourth equation. Now we need to find what is the average of the smallest and largest number. We need to find a1 plus a8 upon 2. So we need to remove this part, right? So what we can do? We can take equation 1, multiply this by 2 and subtract equation 4. What will happen? All of this will become 2a1, 2a2, 2a3. So everything will be cancelled out. We are left with a1 plus a8 is equal to 1200 minus 616, or we can say a1 plus a8 will be equal to 584. We want average, right? So we can say a1 plus a8 by 2 will be equal to, this will be 292, and that is our answer. है ना? So our answer is option C. ठीक है? Shiva got this correct. Hindi, Dhruv, Tejeshwar, Siddhant, Ayushman, all of you got this correct. If you guys are moving in the same way, in the same pace that you are moving right now, no one is stopping you from getting 99 plus percentile. All of these guys, है ना? Because you are able to solve most of the questions, you are able to understand every solution if you are not able to solve a question, right? So keep practicing. Don't be lazy. Just keep a target, daily target, how many quant questions to solve, and try to do that every day. है ना? All right. Let's try the next one. This one. Yes, consistency is very important for CAT preparation, right? मिसलेनियस प्रैक्टिस करते रहेंगे, उसके लिए सेक्शनल मार्क्स देते रहेंगे. ऐसा नहीं कि अलजेब्रा छोड़ दिया एक महीने के लिए, अरिथमेटिक ही किए जा रहे हैं, फिर अलजेब्रा एकदम से नया लगेगा, है ना? सो हर टॉपिक कुछ ना कुछ क्वेश्चंस करते रहेंगे. ज्योमेट्री में कौन सा चैप्टर वी हैव टू फोकस? 2D 3D. See, in case of geometry, in case of 3D geometry, there is not many questions asked in previous years, okay? But if you want to know which subtopic you need to focus, you can focus on cube, cuboid, cone, cylinder, sphere. If you focus on these, then you should be able to solve questions in exam, okay, from 3D geometry. Apart from that, in 2D geometry, triangle, circle and quadrilaterals, all of these are important. कहाँ से क्वेश्चन आ जाएंगे कोई पता नहीं. और लास्ट ईयर तो पॉलीगन से भी आए थे. व्हाट इज द एरिया ऑफ a square inscribing in a octagon, or maybe just the opposite, something like that. So कुछ भी नहीं छोड़ सकते, किसी से भी क्वेश्चन आ सकते हैं ना, वो सब करेंगे. अभी तो more than 5 months है. So why are you thinking about कौन सा चैप्टर फोकस करना है और कौन सा नहीं करना है? you can cover whole quant syllabus in 4.5 months, maximum 4.5 months from scratch every time. Okay. देखो, in this question you guys must be solving the equation, that's why it's taking so much time, है ना. How do you solve this question? A shopkeeper bought 2 mobiles, mobile 1, mobile 2. First mobile at a profit of 18%, he sold first mobile at a profit of 18%. Second mobile at a loss of 6%, and overall he is getting 1.5% profit. Use the allegation, है ना. Use the allegation. What are you getting? 18 minus 1.5 is 16.5. 1.5 minus 6, 7.5. This is to this is equal to कितना हो जाएगा? 1.5 into 5 is to 11, है ना. 5 is to 11. So this ratio, what is this ratio? Cost price of M1 is to cost price of M2 is equal to this. Why is that? Because these are profit percentage, and profit percentage are calculated nothing but on cost price. That's why whenever you are comparing this, you are getting the ratio of cost prices. So what we can see, cost price, the one which was sold on loss. So cost price of M2 will be equal to 11 upon 16 into 24,000, which is equal to 16,500. So our answer is option, not option B, it's option A. Okay. How many of you are using this method to solve these type of questions? You can use this method to solve questions based on simple interest and compound interest as well, है ना. Not compound interest, in case of simple interest. If there are 3 different kind of percentages, like here, there are 3 different kind of percentages, we can use allegation. Yes, you can also solve using the equation. Sure, why not? But that will take much more time, है ना. You got to have best method to solve the question. That will save you time, that will increase your efficiency. Okay. Okay guys, so if you are thinking of CAT 2025 and if you are thinking of mocks, okay, then iCat mocks is best for you, where you are getting 35 CAT level mocks and 45 sectionals. All of these with the video solution. Every single question will have video solution and AI mock analysis. These video solutions are from top faculties of iQuanta. ऐसा नहीं कि वीडियो सॉल्यूशन कोई भी बना रहे हैं, क्लास कोई ले रहे हैं, वीडियो सॉल्यूशन कोई भी ले रहे हैं, है ना. ध्रुव, बाकी क्वेश्चन वी विल डू टुमारो. ओके. And then you are also getting 10 OMIT mocks. iCat 1 was launched 6th to 11th June, and very soon iCat 2 will come. Okay, so be ready for that. Then comes IMABC practice batch. This batch is strictly for all the students who are targeting extremely high percentile. They don't want to miss the chance, and you have the time and you are really committed to CAT this year. Then apart from regular batch, you can also join here. In this batch, you are getting 7,500 extra questions with faculty solutions, video solutions. Okay, all of these questions are faculty oriented, all right, and as you can see, 7,500 CAT level questions. Then comes the next batch. You really need mentors and faculties at this time, because the competition is high. There are 3.3 lakh students who write CAT every year, and only few thousands, 5 to 10,000 are getting selected in top B schools. So that is even less than you can say 2%, 3%. So if you want to be in those 2-3%, so you got to have help, right? You got to have some daily push to prepare. So for that you can join our batch, which is already starting, okay? And these are the faculties, top faculties of India will be teaching you there, okay? So I hope you enjoyed the session today. I'll be back with some more interesting question tomorrow. Thank you. Akanksha Maheshwari, how to cover from scratch. Akanksha Maheshwari, try to solve NCERT books from class 6 to 10th first. If you are really weak in quant, try to read all the theorems and try to solve few questions from there. Or you can join our batch where you will be given quant essentials, where every topic is explained in detail. Those are pre-class video. Before going to the class, those are the video that will help you creating your base, you know, so that you don't have any problem understanding anything in class. So do that. Background is also bio. Yes, Akanksha, as I said, try to do that. I'm sure you will be able to cover it. You know, for as I always say, 4.5 months are good enough to cover CAT quantitative aptitude syllabus or whole syllabus. Okay, in terms of from scratch to any percentile. Okay, we have seen that people starting in June or July and getting 99.9 percentile. So it's also possible with you. Okay. All right then. Okay, Dhruv, Hindi. Thank you for joining. Bye bye.